This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month and you'll get an additional 3 months free. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's transfer news agenda, where we are going to be having a look at the likely candidates for Liverpool to sign in the January transfer window. Media frenzy is starting to kick into gear and the names are starting to, well, they're starting to become clear. Who are Liverpool interested in? I'm going to spend the next 8 or 10 minutes trying to give you an update with where we are, linking us with players, who's realistic, who isn't, and of course asking you guys to let me know your opinion in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, but most importantly, we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. So I'm not going to hang around, I'm going to get straight into it, and we're going to start off with Gonzalo INACIO. It's a bit of a mixed bag on this one. Some outlets are claiming Liverpool are very close to triggering the €60 million release clause to sign him. Others, well, they're saying we're interested, but that we're in a battle with Arsenal. So let me take you through it a little bit. Starting off with reports coming out of Portugal, Journal Noticias say that Liverpool will move to secure Gonzalo Inacio, 22 years of age, from Sporting Lisbon in January. They also say that Spurs, Newcastle and Arsenal are interested in signing him, and that he has, of course, that £52 million or €60 million release clause. Now, this is backed up by other stories that we've seen. Journalists on Twitter as well saying that they believe Liverpool are close to triggering it. But I'm a little bit confused about the Arsenal situation, so maybe somebody in the comments here could help me out. When I think of what Arsenal need at the moment, I'm thinking an Ivan Toney, maybe a midfielder. Is their need as strong as ours for a centre-back? Well, I hope not, and I hope we do what we did with Diaz. I hope we beat the London club out, and I hope we go in there and get the player signed, because there's lots of links, and there's another one, and this one is a little bit different. This comes from Ebola, who are another Portuguese outlet. They say that Arsenal are best positioned to sign Gonzalo Inacio and pay that €60 million release clause. So you've got two Portuguese outlets, but two differences of opinion. Both of them saying Liverpool and Arsenal are interested. What I want to know from you guys is, who do you think gets the player? I think we need him, and I think we've got a long history of being interested in him. Obviously now with the Matip situation, maybe Liverpool's thoughts have changed. Yes, we could have got him for €40 million in the summer, but we didn't have an injury to Joel Matip then. Now we do. Now we need to go out there and secure a player. So I think and hope that Liverpool are going to activate that €60 million clause, or at least get a deal struck to bring him in. Not saying it's confirmed. I'm not saying it's going to happen. What I am saying is right now it looks the most likely. Now moving on to another interesting stat before we move on to another defensive reinforcement we've been linked with. Somebody sent me this earlier on, and it's about Wataru Endo. I've put out a short on this as well, but I wanted to just bring it into this video. So with Endo, he's had 7 starts for us. We've won 5 of those games, and we've lost none. But interestingly, on top of that, we've only conceded 3 goals in those 7 games. We only concede 2.4 shots per game with Endo on the pitch, and shots on target is only 2.7. So the points per game is 2.4. My apologies. I'll start that again. With games played, it's 7 games, 5 wins, 0 losses, 3 goals conceded, 2.4 points per game won by Liverpool versus 2.7 shots per game conceded. without Endo in the team. We've played 12 games, had 7 wins, 1 loss. We've conceded 12 goals. We've had 2.1 points per game versus the 2.4 with Endo. And we concede 4.2 shots per game versus the 2.7 with Endo. So as you can see, he very much is being a difference maker in that Liverpool midfield. Now, this won't tell the whole story, but it paints a picture of why he's starting to come good and why we're all starting to, well, Endo mainly is running wild, let's be honest. Another thing with Toro Endo from Fabrizio Romano, he said that Liverpool were 100% convinced that Endo was going to be an important player this season. Klopp made the difference as he approved the deal, is what Fabrizio said, and Klopp views him as a perfect, serious player, a top professional for a cheap price. And once again, it looks like Jurgen's right. So here's the interesting story and a bit of the curveball today. This comes from Graham Bailey, who works for 90 Min, and I think others have said this as well, but I'm giving Graham Bailey the credit because he's where I seen it. He said, I understand Liverpool are looking at Fulham's Anthony Robinson as they look to solve their left-back issues. Now, what I will say is, I'm very comfortable in saying we need a utility fullback. Do I think we need a specifically left-sided fullback? Well, probably not for the long term. Yes, Costas is out with a collarbone and Andy Robertson is still on the way back from his dislocated shoulder. We think we'll see Robertson in January at some point, but I wouldn't be going into the market just because of that. But if we do need a fullback, which I think we do, and Anthony Robinson fits the bill, I want to know your thoughts on it. So here's where I am with the Fulham player. I didn't know too much about him until we played Fulham. And if you go back and watch my match reaction, you'll hear me mention, I don't know who that kid was from Fulham on the left-hand side, but he seemed to be able to get up and down that wing all day, had bundles of energy, and was one of the few people who were able to truly exploit the space that was vacated by Trent when he went from the right-back position into the central midfield position. And it's Anthony Robinson. Now, I'm not going to profess to have known much about the kid. I'm not going to profess to have watched them a lot. I've been chatting with some people in our Discord group who are from the United States, and opinions divided. Some of them think he'd be a good fit. Some of them think he's quite frankly not good enough. So I'm going to ask you guys, what's your take? Do you think that this link is true? Would you like Liverpool to go in for him? I believe he's a blue, or was a blue at one point. Maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But I do want to know your opinion, my friends. And to finish up today, this one, well, there's 2 more actually, sorry. This one really quickly. An article in the Echo has said Liverpool are in a transfer race to sign Fluminense defender Nino. They go on to say that he's in the final 6 months of his contract. He is the Fluminense captain, and he has a release clause that could be gotten for €7 million. 26 years of age, 239 appearances for the Copa Libertadores winner and World Club Cup runners-up. And I've got no idea. They go on to say that this story is being claimed by Alfredo Padula, who, again, I've got no idea who he is, but I want to know your thoughts on it. Those who watch South American football, is he worth a punt at such a low price? Or is it just silliness and we should be going for Gonzalo INACIO? And the final one I have for you guys today is a crazy one again, coming from Italy. And they say, and this is La Interista, say that Liverpool are looking to sign a player from Inter Milan, 26 years of age, midfielder. Yes, I am of course talking about Nicolo Barella. But they also go on to say that although Liverpool are really trying hard to sign him, Inter are hopeful that they can extend them to 2028. Now look, here's my honest take on this situation. I feel like this is another one of those stories where a top Premier League club has been linked to the move for a player so that when he signs a new contract at Inter, they get to say to their fans, we signed him, Barella's here till 2028, and we fought off the advances of Liverpool and all that money and all that joy from the Premier League, and we've kept our man. That's my take on it. I don't believe Liverpool are still in for Nicolo Barella, but I want to know your thoughts on it. So, my friends, that is it. That's the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts on Anthony Robinson, on the situation, of course, with Gonzalo INACIO and the battle with Arsenal for his signature. Who do you think is going to come out on top? And anything else that you would like to put into the comment section. Very, very much here to read it. And thank you for your support. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be live at about 5:30 on the channel. And then myself and Adam will be over on Top of the League doing a watch-along of Arsenal's game with West Ham. Hope you can join us for that. Thank you for your time. Much love. Bye-bye.